Every Canadian homeowner wants the best interest rate, but nobody knows how to do it. That ends today. By the end of this video, you will have the two-step process to guarantee the best interest rates in Canada. My name's Jeff Dinsmore. I'm an investor-focused mortgage broker, and I've helped thousands of people save and earn money investing in real estate. There are 3 ways currently that people are going about trying to get the best interest rate, and all of them are wrong. I bet that you do at least one of these, and doing so could cost you thousands. Earlier this week, I got a phone call from a single mom. She was referred to me from a client who I had recently worked with. She obviously wanted the best mortgage rate, but she was overwhelmed. She was getting conflicting information, and her rate was doubling from her previous renewal. She was terrified of making the wrong choice. I gave her this simple framework, and she was shocked. Now, before we get into it, let's go over what not to do. Mistake number 1, going to your bank that you opened up your account with. If you ask your parents who they have their mortgage with, 90% of them are going to tell you that it's the same place that they have their account with. I get it. Going to your bank feels safe. But does your bank reward loyalty? The answer is no. A recent study found that if you were to make a second phone call, the average person saves $4,800 over the term. So this is obviously not the way. The second mistake you can make is telling your broker what interest rate your bank is offering you. Here's why. Mortgage brokers want to give you the best interest rate they can while keeping the most amount of commissions for themselves. Here's the deal. Giving them what rate the bank is offering is giving them a deal on a silver platter. They can beat this by a little bit and end up earning your business. This is not the way. And the third way that people make mistakes of trying to get the best interest rate is going to a mortgage broker, asking them for their best interest rate, getting it in writing, and going to the bank to try to get them to match the rate. Here's the thing. The bank knows all they have to do is match it, and that is all that they will do. So when you take your mortgage broker's rate back to the bank, you are doing yourself a disservice. And now, we're going to get into the 2-step process on how to get the best rate in Canada. I once had a client who got a rate that was 0.5% better than something that I could offer. You'll see how in a minute. The first step is finding your bank and your broker. Finding your bank is easy if you already have a mortgage. You're just going to go back to the lender that you currently have. And the reason why is there's no cost to the bank to keep you there. So they should be as aggressive as possible to keep you. If you don't have a mortgage yet, go to social media or a place like Reddit and look for who's offering the best interest rates in the last 30 days. For brokers, there's 2 things that you want to look out for. One is interest rates. So you want someone who's offering the best rates. Anyone who's doing over $100 million of mortgages is going to have the best rates. The reason for this is banks are going to go and offer these people better interest rates in hoping to earn some of their business. The second thing that you want to ask for is how they service your loan after it funds. A lot of these discount brokerages only look out for mortgages falling into the door. They don't manage them afterwards. You want someone who's going to look after your mortgage to make sure you're paying the least amount over the remainder of your term as well. And if there's a savings opportunity, that they reach out to you. Now, the second part, get them to give you their best rate. And I know what you're saying. That's obvious. But how you do that, the tactical things that you do are going to blow your mind. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to your bank and you're going to ask them to give you your best interest rate that you're working with a mortgage broker. They're going to give you a rate and tell you if you bring anything back from the broker that's better, they'll match it. Here's the change. You're then going to say, I am not coming back. You offer your best interest rate up front. I'm asking my broker to do the same, and we will see who's better, and that's who I'm going to choose to work with. What will happen then is they're going to have to talk to their manager to get these rates. Once that happens, you're going to go back to your mortgage broker. Do not tell him the rate that the bank is offering. Instead, tell him the same thing, that you're currently with your bank. They're going to get their best interest rate. I want to see what your best interest rate is, and I will determine who's best and go with them. No negotiations, no back and forth. This will get both of them to offer your best interest rate up front. Again, I have seen clients get banks to offer 0.5% below what mortgage brokers can offer. Now, one word of caution. It is important that some lenders will give you a lower interest rate in exchange for some different factors. Things like a larger penalty if you were to pay out, or limitations that you're not able to pay out the mortgage unless you sell the home. These are situations that can ruin families. We have seen clients save $20 a month, but then have to pay $15,000 extra in penalties because they're in one of these programs. Another way to think about this is, even though they get terrible reviews, banks are still willing to offer these products because they make them so much money. So don't be the sucker who gets involved in this and ends up paying more in the long run. So to recap, find a mortgage broker who does over $100 million of mortgages. Make sure that they also service their loans after the mortgage funds. For your bank, if you already have a mortgage, go to the bank that has your mortgage already. If you don't, go to social media or a place like Reddit and find out who's offering the best rates over the last 30 days. Then go back to your bank and your broker and ask them to give you their best interest rates up front. Do not tell them what the other person is offering. This is negotiating against yourself. And the only way to guarantee that you're getting the best interest rate is for them to not know what the other one is offering. Once this is done, work through the process with the lender, and you'll be happy to know that you're guaranteed to get the best interest rate in Canada.